start again then by thanking you, Tauren, for taking the time to chat with us at the Christian Beat. And congratulations on your hosting duties for the upcoming 55th Annual GMA Dove Awards.
Well, thank you very much. I'm super excited about it.
I'm sure. Aside from excited, what other kind of feelings and emotions came up when you heard the news that you were going to be asked to do that again?
Excitement mostly. Excitement, and it makes me a little nervous. It's a big night, an important night for a lot of people, and definitely want to handle it with care. So the right amount of nerves, I think, but mostly just excited to get back in the room and celebrate what God is doing through people, all types of people, not just artists, although we will be celebrating artists, and rightfully so, but the Dove Awards is very diverse and celebrates a lot of different individuals making an impact in the world.
Oh, for sure. And I think that kind of follows the theme of this year as well with Unite the Song. I know that there's that music piece in there, but still the unity that you were kind of talking through.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, from worship genres to Southern Gospel, bluegrass, CHH, there is such a broad spectrum of diversity that the Dove Awards and the Gospel Music Association represents. And so it's amazing to have all of that diversity come together in unity. And unity, of course, we know is not sameness. That's uniformity. But it is actually coming together under something that is bigger and better than any singular thing, group, or genre. And so I think a lot of the artists, we're out here singing our song, trying to have our impact, do our thing, operate in our ministry and gifts. But the Dove Awards that night is really about taking all of our voices and our unique abilities and bringing them together to unite the song. And that is a song that we join with heaven in singing, declaring how wonderful, how good, how holy God is. And so it's a beautiful night, and I'm excited to be at the helm this year.
Absolutely. It's going to be fun. And I know they did some posts on this, but you actually got to call some of the nominees and kind of give that news live, if you will.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the intent of this, some of those are also your friends as well. So how was that, that experience, and what was that like for you?
Oh, gosh. It was so fun. Like, one of the best parts of being in this role is getting to celebrate other people. And I am so genuinely a fan of all of our genres and subgenres and all of our artists. And so it was like a true joy to be able to join in those moments with those artists. And knowing that those artists represent potentially hundreds of people who have touched their art and their expression or support them in some way. And so the light that is cast on those artists actually illuminates a whole bunch of people behind them. And so it was a joy to do that.
Oh, for sure. And it's interesting that you choose the word joy, because I think watching those back, that would be a word that I would have come up with, getting to see not only your ability to call those different people, but then their responses and their interaction back with you. It was those looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was so fun. And I think a lot of them were genuinely surprised. Like, I think their teams did a good job not giving them too much information. And so I think what we got to witness there was like an authentic gratitude and excitement, which is really cool.
Absolutely. And some of the nominees had quite a few that you got to count up for them too.
Oh, some of them you can't count. I mean, and that's just the artist. Like, Brandon Lake, of course, I think led with 16 nominations, which is insane. But that's artists. I was looking at, like, Stephen Furtick, who's a pastor and songwriter, he had in the teens, you know, like mixers and other writers. Like, there are so many people with major nominations, and it's really, man, it's so cool.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you also were nominated yourself for one of the categories. Was it the Pop Contemporary Album of the Year? If I have it right.
Now that you're saying that sounds about right. It's been lost in the shuffle a little bit, but yes, honored to be nominated. Always really, really cool.
Oh, absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about the hosting duties and what that looks like for you between now and actual show night.
Oh gosh, where do we even begin? I mean, do we want to start with wardrobe? Do we want to start with vocal just preparation? I want to actually look good in my suit, so there's a diet that needs to take place. There's just so many aspects to it, but I am trying to do a few things behind the scenes that maybe makes my role a little more entertaining and interesting. So, you know, it's a very programmed show. It's very dialed in for television, so you can't do too much, but I am trying to actually meet with a larger team of writers. Typically, the Dove Awards is written by one individual who has done an amazing job carrying this show. I think it's like 3 decades. We'd have to get this guy's name, but he's incredible to work with. The whole team is. But it's also cool because they've given me a little crack in the door to bring in some of my own creativity and some other writers as well that are on social media and invested in our space. So I'm pumped to explore what we can add value-wise to the show in that way.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. That's awesome. And as you mentioned, wardrobe, obviously that's gonna be up there as well, I'm sure, and just all the other pieces to the night that I don't want to say go unthought about sometimes, but definitely so much preparation and time spent.
There's so much, yes. So many people work so hard on this show, and the coordination and the effort is incredible. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
Awesome. And I know that we're getting close to time, so just want to give some question to you on, in addition to all of this that you're working on. You obviously have your own church that you're helping to lead and guide, and different other pieces of this. So just wanted to give you an opportunity to give an update on what else is all new with you.
Oh my goodness. So much happening. I mean, as this is being recorded, we're just pinching ourselves because we got another week at #1 with Take It All Back, featuring We the Kingdom and Davies. We've got a version of that song coming out with my friend Tommy Prophet, which is so fun. So pumped about that, in the studio, writing, excited about new music. The church is just absolutely unbelievable. I can't even put it into words how this group of people has ministered to me and my family, and how we are impacting the city of Austin and ultimately the nation and the world through this little thing that God put in our hearts. It's been beautiful to be a part of, and we're gearing up for a crazy fall, getting back into the school year. But I was just looking at numbers today. We've seen over 300 people make decisions to follow Jesus. We've baptized over 160 people. It's just been incredible to see what God's doing firsthand.
That is awesome. That is so cool. Well, I just want to thank you again for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with us, and can't wait to see you at the Dove Awards.
Yes, ma'am. Looking forward to it. Thanks for the time today. I appreciate it.